Ayo, good morning YouTube and welcome to my channel. So this channel is all about reptiles and I want to show you guys my basement. So as we walk through these doors down here, we have a lot of different animals and reptiles down here, and this is what I love doing. So my name's Dalton Rasmussen and we have all sorts of different types of animals, and I want to bring you guys along for this journey of basically building a YouTube channel around reptiles, teaching you guys or just showcasing what I have and what I'm doing. So right here, just to start off, we have this little guy is named Argy. He is an Argus monitor, and this guy is growing. He's getting tame. We are working with our monitors, all of our monitors. We have a lot of monitors. So we have Argus monitor up here, and we have Ackie monitors up on this level, up here on the top. It's morning, so everything is still like kind of waking up. But then over here, we have Pebbles. Pebbles is a rhinoceros iguana, and we're working with him. What's up, Pebbles? He loves his little monkey biscuits, that's for sure. So every morning, he's excited that I come down here and feed him monkey biscuits, and he's getting pretty domestic. Now, you can't just grab him and hold him, but he will run out and sit on your shoulder. But you know, that's kind of the deal. So he's definitely not like extremely tame, but he's also not, you know, terrible. We got him from a pet store, and the pet store never spent like any time with him, so he was really bad with people. So we're really working with him now, and you know, he's come a long way. Haven't you, Pebbles? Anyways, that's what this little guy's about. Let's continue the tour. We have a lot of animals down here, and we have more animals coming. So one of the exciting reptiles that I've been waiting for about 9 months for is a crocodile monitor. So crocodile monitors are super, super cool. I think they're like top tier level monitor. You know, obviously right next to the Komodo dragon. I'd love to own both of those. But looking over here, we have duck eggs that are hatching. We have quail over here, and these quail are getting pretty close. Probably in the next 5 to 6 days, they're gonna be hatching. So the idea behind the quail is that I will raise them up. They'll start laying eggs, then we'll incubate those eggs, and then we'll feed the lizards like literally quail, and have quail meat and eggs, and basically it's going to be a big part of our reptiles' diets. So this cage right here is a blue-tailed spotted monitor, and if you can spot him, because he's a spotted monitor, he's right back there. So he's a baby, and yeah, so this is the cage setup for that guy. And you know, they're a little bit of a skittish breed. Gotta turn my light on here quick. So obviously, if you have a reptile room, you got to have a workout room to work out with the reptiles. You know, that's one of the requirements, is to be able to work out in your reptile room, be able to see the reptiles, and the reptiles hang out with you and all that kind of stuff. So turn this camera around. We have a Vision 734 cage, and Vision makes some phenomenal products. I will be buying more Vision cages. There's gonna be another Vision cage that goes down here for our little baby female yellow-headed Kamingi water monitor. Come here, babe. Come here. So let me just pull this off. So this is our baby yellow-headed Kamingi, and she's obviously hiding underneath her nice warm rock. She has her water feature over here, and we're really working on taming her down. I have her brother in a different cage, which is not out yet, but his name is Aurelius. This is Sunflower, and eventually we're gonna want to breed these two. So yeah, she's a little sassy since she just woke up, and she didn't want to be disturbed. So we're working with all of them. You know, it's one of those things where you spend time with them, work with them, and really make some things happen. So next up we have are tortoises that love to run away. So these are two Aldabra tortoises. If you know anything about Aldabras, these are obviously babies, and they could get all the way up to 800 pounds. So that is the start of my Aldabra tortoises. So I have this whole thing in here. We have coconut fiber, and basically there's a lot of moisture that these things can hold. So under here, obviously the top layer is dry, but then down here, there's a lot of moisture here. So it keeps the humidity high in this cage, and obviously we got to feed them. And then we have their water all the way over here, and that's pretty much the deal there. So in the next couple videos, we'll be redoing this cage right here. This cage is kind of a mess. It started off good. This used to be like all green, and then it didn't work. I had some leftover turf, and I thought, well, let me try it in a cage. Well, didn't work. So we're gonna be redoing it. But there's two baby tegus in there. And then over here we have Tank and Bowser. These are two rescue tortoises that I picked up about a month ago. And let's just say they haven't been treated super well. So we're working with them, and we're trying to get their diet up, but we're really trying to work with them. So they're in this cage right here. We have the heater going, just keeping this room nice and warm. There's also another lizard in here. His name is Simba, and this cage is kind of just a wreck right now. The tortoises kind of just destroyed this whole thing. But yeah, we're working with them. We're trying to get them to where they're living a more healthy lifestyle, but it takes a little bit of time to recover a reptile. Because once a reptile gets sick or isn't feeling great, it takes a long time for them to get to that point, and then after they get to it, it takes a long time to get them back. So if you're not giving them the proper diet, proper humidity, making sure that they're hydrated, all that kind of stuff, it's a problem. These tortoises that we just got, they were fed like dog food, and dog food is clearly not in a tortoise's diet. Protein's not good for most tortoises. So we have some way more healthy baby sulcata tortoises down here. So this is kind of what their shells should look like. This is much more rounded. They're nice and heavy for their size because they eat a lot. So these are two baby sulcatas. And then over here in this dugout, we have two baby redfoots. And as we can see, nice looking shells. Healthy tortoises, very heavy for their size. This tortoise is growing very, very quickly. This one is growing at a little bit smaller rate, but that's okay. They're working on it. They're eating, and you know, we're got to get them some more food so we can feed them up and keep them full. But anyways, the redfoots and the sulcatas right now are sharing a cage. We will probably be changing that just so they can have their own cage, which I have to then get this big, huge cage right here cleaned out, and that will be happening in the next couple days as well, just because that water needs to be cleaned. And then as soon as the water is cleaned, we have Aurelius, which is spending his time in this other 734 vision cage just temporarily, but we'll be putting him back into that big, basically a room at this point. So that's the goal. That's the goal with that. I just found a cockroach on the floor. Somehow he got out, and I'm gonna feed it to, let's feed it to our Ackie. These guys have crazy feeding responses, and it seems like they're always hungry. So that's my female Ackie. She's a red Ackie, and there's a male red Ackie in there as well. But yeah, she will eat that. There's some dried cockroaches that I need to blend up and get to smaller pieces. They're just cockroaches that either got dehydrated or died. But you can see over here that Pebbles is literally asking for attention. I'm not even joking. Come here, buddy. Come here. Come here. You want to come out? Yep. You want to come out? Come on. Come on. Yep. You are literally asking for attention. You're saying, hey, I want some food. want to come out. And this is why I'm saying like this guy right now has the most personality out of all of the lizards, because he is starting to open up and not being scared of people, which is super great. When it's just me and Pebbles. Whoa! Why are you running at my face like that, bro? When it's just me and Pebbles, we have a good time. So, what's up, lizard? What is up, buddy? What's up? All right, back in your cage? Perfect. This is exactly what my zoo is about, is learning, growing, taking care of the animals that we have. We're not really going to be expanding like a whole bunch more reptiles. If we get one here and we get one there and we slowly build our collection, that's kind of where we want to go. But as soon as we get a crocodile monitor, crocodile monitors get huge. If you haven't done any research on them, they are the longest lizard. Not the heaviest, but the longest lizard. So they're longer than a Komodo dragon fully grown. And they have an absolutely terrible bite. But I'm going to be showing you guys, like, basically how I'm going to be training it, how I'm going to be working with it, so that we don't get bit by this thing, because that would not be good. Anyways, this is what this channel is all about. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys on the next video. Peace.